Tá, som. Já estamos aqui, o evento acabou de começar e, bom, pra quem viu meu Instagram, o evento de hoje não tem muita coisa, na verdade, não tem nada de muito interessante, não. Vai ter algumas coisas interessantes, isso é complicado, eu acho.
Henry, thank you for having us here, man.
Vão ter algumas coisas sim, mas eu acho que não vai ser nada grande de nossa, quanto anúncio. Vai ser um evento mais simples, eles vão ficar conversando aí, eles estão fazendo aí agora.
Yeah, well, first I've been a fan of Xbox since day one. Owned the original console, was
Ah.
a tester of Xbox Live in 2002, and spent many hours getting kudos inside of Project Auto Racing, getting my butt kicked.
Vou deixar isso aqui baixinho, gente, que tanto faz o que eles estão falando, né? Bom, por enquanto não tem ninguém na live. Não sei se terá. Pouquíssimos estão cobrindo esse evento. Vai ser um evento onde as pessoas vão falar e falar mais, e mais um pouquinho, e mais. Vai ser um teste de paciência, vai ser um teste de muita paciência e um pouco mais de paciência. Talvez eu só cubra isso de hoje, dependendo de como for, né? Porque, pô, 2 eventos de falação é sacanagem, é complicado. Mas, bom, nos últimos anos até que tiveram coisas interessantes, vai. Tem quantas pessoas assistindo? 20 mil. É, bem abaixo do normal mesmo. Carl Ledbetter. Não conosco, não conosco.
The Duke is awesome. I know many of you out there love the Duke. It's very endearing. I got big hands. It's perfect for me. Bingo. So the first challenge we had was how do we get the controller to fit in more hands? So the response to that was designing the controller S. That's where I started. I really love the fact that, because I remember when there was more deep dives on the Series X and S wireless controllers, that a lot was made of how much data was captured just to make sure that it fit even more hands. So the fact that that's like a through.
Tá, eles estão falando do que, gente? É sério, começa um evento já falando de falação, blá blá blá, pipipopopó.
That's awesome. Well, before we dive in and learn a bit more about this incredible collection, Scott, you got something you wanted to share?
I do, Henry, and I'm really excited to share that starting tomorrow, our fans will be able to pre-order the 25th anniversary.
Cara, é isso aqui do chat aqui, esse chat aqui, ó. Isso aqui que eu não entendo. Absolutamente todo mundo falando, tipo, pula isso. Cara, não quero saber. Skip. Mas os caras insistem em botar esse tipo de coisa nos eventos, é impressionante. Tipo, alguém aqui quer ouvir falação? De verdade. Mas o corte de cabelo dele tá maneirão, tá? Coque.
There's one more fact to share, Henry. In addition to the console and the controller being included in the collection, pre-orders will include a copy of Halo Campaign Evolved in the box.
Cara, que horário ruim de live, né? 11 da manhã. Quero dizer, para pessoas que trabalham de madrugada.
Nice. I think I will have to because I want a second one to go along with the console itself. Unbelievable. Okay.
Cara, tem muita gente querendo ver Tomb Raider. Tá voltando firme, né? Tomb Raider. Tá confirmado pro evento que vão mostrar Tomb Raider, né? A galera gosta bastante da Lara Croft. É um retorno, né? Retorno depois de anos aí. Eu tenho que jogar os jogos do Tomb Raider, eu tenho que comprar tudo no PC. Será que tá caro? Deixa eu ver aqui na minha Steam. Vamos descobrir aqui se tá caro. Rise of Tomb Raider tá tudo em promoção, hein? Tudo com 85% de desconto. Ó! Nossa, tá a franquia toda em desconto. Que legal. Tomb Raider 1 a 3 remasterizados por 26. Do 4 ao 6 por 26 também. Shadow 24. Rise 18. Tomb Raider Game of the Year 12. Oh, tá tudo em promoção, cê é louco. A franquia toda de Tomb Raider tem promoção na Steam. Interessante, se eu tivesse dinheiro eu comprava. Eu tenho que jogar esses jogos, tem que parar de enrolar. Salve Kai, salve Rafs. Evento feio, evento feio. É, não, a gente vai acompanhar aqui. É o que eu falei lá no meu Instagram divulgando a live. A live de hoje vai ser muito resenha, vai ser a gente trocar ideia. Eu preciso de vocês aqui, pelo amor de Deus, senão eu vou dormir assistindo esse negócio. A gente tá aqui acompanhando, é como se estivesse passando um programa de televisão, tá ligado? Sabe quando a gente marca aquela resenha? Não, eu não sou desse não, mas... Sei lá, tá rolando um jogo de futebol. Aí fica lá na televisão, fica os amigos trocando ideia. Aí quando acontece alguma coisa interessante na partida, ah, que legal aconteceu ali. É isso. Vai ficar rodando aqui, a gente vai trocar ideia. Ó, que bonito. Esse Xbox aí tá lindo, tá? É, Kai. Eu queria comprar os Tomb Raider. Eu quero muito jogar os Tomb Raider. Muito, muito, muito mesmo. Tá tudo em promoção. O 1 tá 12. Pô, tá... O meu eu comprava tudo. Você passava o rodo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Que eu quero jogar os originais remasterizados. Aí o Tomb Raider 2013. Aí depois o Rise. Depois o Shadow. O restante eu não me importo muito, não vou mentir, não. Se eu fosse comprar isso, ó, 50, 60, 70, 80, tá, mais ou menos. 90, 100. Daria uns 100 reais comprar todos os Tomb Raider. Tá doido. Muita grana. Todos entre aspas, né?
We made the bumpers in that same black and white.
It's like pulling on my heartstrings.
Yeah.
Literally bringing me back 25 years.
It's awesome.
Oh, so
Você tem todos na Steam?
So that's just some of the design details that we did.
Ah, você tem o Rise,
never before done. So this
o Shadow e o 2012. Ou seja, se eu fosse comprar, eu teria que comprar o Tomb Raider 1 a 3 e 4 a 6. Ou seja, os 6 jogos originais remasterizados. Que daria 50 reais, mais ou menos. Cara, eu tô muito tentado a comprar de verdade. Eu não tô podendo gastar dinheiro, não. Fiquei surdo. Não vou mentir. Que fiquei tentado. Não mentirei. Ai, tá muito alto.
I'm a bit of a tinkerer sometimes, but you know, I'll let you know. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here, guys. Thank you so much for sharing all those details about the
Mas interessante que você tenha os Tomb Raiders mais novos.
Controller as well. I'm not kidding. Get that reminder in your calendar so you don't miss the pre-order window. But hey, maybe check if you're one of our most loyal gamers and you got that early access email as well.
Eu tenho o Anniversary Edition.
World Tour continues with a jaunt through Germany unlike any other. But then we swap the pickaxe for a sword with an all-new game demo for Minecraft Dungeons 2. But Minecraft Dungeons 2 isn't the only big game coming to Xbox, with Gears of War E-Day, NBA 2K27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6 all on the way. Xbox is truly the best place to play. But first, you're a raccoon leading a gang of trash pandas in all-out mischief and mayhem. Yeah, it's our first world premiere of the day. Enjoy!
Nossa, o primeiro World Premiere é esse aí. Ok. Que isso? Coma lixo. Quebre tudo. Cometa roubo. Quebre coisas. Espada da captura. Fuja. Lute de volta. Libere amigos. Liberte amigos. Escape. Gangue. Nossa, que jogo educativo, eu gostei. Hobby, fuja. Interessante.
The land of enchantment. From the moment you land, you'll be met with breathtaking views, fairy tale vistas, modern amenities, and cities full of historical charm.
Bonito.
And there's no better way to explore this vibrant
taxi.
land than by car. Experience historic villages, modern art, delicious sausages, fantasy castles, magical holiday markets, and pointier castles. The charm and atmosphere of the natural beauty is only beat by the colorful locals you'll run into along the way. These interactions can be quite magical.
A SEGA tá investindo bastante, né?
No trip to Germany would be complete without a visit to the famous Autobahn. So, what are you waiting for? Explore Germany today. Auf Wiedersehen.
Welcome to the home of Minecraft Dungeons 2 at Gamescom, right here at the Xbox booth. It's a beautiful scene with the seasons changing as fans wait their turn to get hands-on with
Gostei do
the demo.
cordão.
You can see the booth is celebrating the brand new dimension for Minecraft Dungeons 2 that was announced last week, known only as the gameplay, and there's no waiting in line for you. Charlie's got the controllers warmed up and ready for a live playthrough with 3 of the minds behind the game. Charlie, take it away.
When it premiered back in 2020, Minecraft Dungeons was called the perfect introduction to dungeon crawlers for beginners and a breezy adventure for veterans, and a great couch co-op too. So here to bring us the next chapter in Minecraft Dungeons, please welcome Minecraft Dungeons 2 Creative Director Mons Olsen.
Quem vai jogar Minecraft Dungeons 2? Cara, Minecraft Dungeons é um jogo interessante de jogar com amigos, sabia? Quando você recebe visita, liga 2 controles ali, ó.
Doing so good.
Really good.
Ele funciona muito bem. Ou jogar à distância também funciona.
Potentially the most important question of the whole day, okay? What kind of game is Minecraft Dungeons 2 and how does it build
Cara,
on the
o
world?
trabalho que deve dar pra ela cuidar desse cabelo aí. Nossa senhora. O trabalho que deve dar. Cara, eu não consigo cuidar nem no meu, imagina aquilo ali.
Up to 4 players, either in couch co-op or online play, or just mix the two together.
And co-op's a huge element of the
It
title,
really
right?
is,
Yeah, amazing. And we're seeing such amazing footage here that we've seen already, but one of the things I really want to dive into, because we have a live demo today, how very exciting, is the character customization, because this has evolved quite a bit since the previous title, right?
Yeah, so we're seeing the new inventory here. There's a few things that we have done to it. The armor slot has been split up into 1 from the first game, into 4 slots.
Love
helmet, chestplate, leggings, and boots to
Just
match
like Minecraft?
regular Minecraft.
Yeah, and just more loot gubbins to
Exactly.
pick up.
More loot,
Yeah.
more ways to customize.
Exactly.
Esse tem um cordão na Shopee? Não, isso aí é mimo exclusivo lá da provavelmente da
Talismans give
Gamescom.
you passive bonuses that specialize you in a particular playstyle. So if you want to customize your playstyle, you equip these. You see that some of these have experience, so if you go up to one of the equipped ones, they level up with you. So as you play the game,
okay.
as you invest more time into it, these talismans upgrade and become stronger. And for example, there's the Tasty Bone, which gives you a wolf companion that fights alongside.
Good, he's back. I'm very happy. And you can switch these in and out to match
For
the
sure.
playstyle, yeah?
Yeah.
I know that's a huge emphasis for you guys. Is, you know, again, when you go in to choose a character, you choose the design of the character rather than a class type that you would
Exactly. We have
yeah.
this idea that you are what you wear.
Oh, I love that, Mons. That's
yeah.
beautiful.
So Nathan is going to go upgrade some of his loot at the blacksmith. Some of these have slightly lower item power, so if you just want to bring them up.
Beef them up a bit.
And at the blacksmith, you can also like the gear spawns with random effects, and you can swap those out as you like. So you can spend this special currency called the Echo Shards.
Quero ver o histórico de preço.
So you can still grind for like the legendary style, like the look of the loot that you want, but then you can come back here and refine it with this additional currency. Wonderful. Okay. So what are we going for here? What are the options?
Oh, I think we have a build that has a little bit of everything set up.
Okay.
Desde junho fica barato.
It's unique. It's a very powerful item that has additional like melee boosts of different kinds. You have a set of feet that buff like companions, so things like the wolf.
Yeah.
Só aqui no YouTube, cara, não tem.
Yes, definitely. So talk us through the enchantments. If there's anyone who hasn't played the first one, how does that work in the world?
É melhor focar pouco no YouTube. Porque todo donate, essas coisas que eu recebo aqui no YouTube me ajudam mais do que lá na roxinha, porque lá... Cara, se alguém fala assim, nossa, hoje eu tô num dia bom, vou doar 100 mil reais pro Henry, a roxinha fica com 50 mil. É esse nível. É absurdo, não faz sentido. 50 mil de graça pra ela, porque ela não faz nada, nada. Não divulga live, não faz nada, aquela plataforma não faz nada. Ela literalmente só come o seu dinheiro.
Or combo attacks, swing multiple times.
That looks awesome.
Then you'll see these elements pop up.
And as a personal favorite, I could also see on the bar at the bottom that the firework arrows are back, right?
They are indeed.
They are my favorite thing. So I played this game obsessively with my family. It was the first game really that my daughter got into. With the couch co-op really came to us here. We even gave it a nickname. If you guys are interested in hearing a little, you know, maybe you can rebrand it. We called it Minicraft Dungeons.
Oh.
Let me know if it sticks in the office.
No,
I
good.
imagine it doesn't. But yeah, I loved it. And
should we head out into the world and get a few more players in?
All right, let's join. That'd be great.
So we're gonna travel to an outpost in the forest area here, and then
I'll start. I'm gonna choose this guy.
Beautiful. Okay, and me.
Charlie.
Here we go. I'm gonna go for you. Lovely.
And I'm going to pick a character as well.
Beautiful. And here we go. Very quickly, that map was an interesting thing. Instead of going onto a specific place, the table, choosing a mission and moving over, this interconnected world is brand new, right?
Right. Yes.
Yeah, Andreas, actually, do you want to talk us through any of the other new elements that are coming?
Calma aí.
Sure. So what we did is that we took the original Dungeons 1 and we listened a lot to the community, what they loved about it, and we smacked the big old layer of freedom on top of it.
Love that.
So we want for Dungeons 2 that players have the freedom to play the game they want to. So Mons talked about, you know, you are what you wear. So depending on how you equip, you can play the game you want to.
Oh, my loot's in the sea. I'll get that later.
No. And also you have the freedom to explore, because our world is a big interconnected world. So outside of the core quest line, you can do a lot of things in procedural generated dungeons and whatnot. And lastly, we also want Dungeons to be, you have the freedom to play it with your friends the way you want to. So we put a lot of emphasis on building out our co-op feature set.
Basicamente o evento é isso, gente. Vai mostrar no Minecraft Dungeons 2, vai mostrar gameplay.
Millions and multi-millions of people played. So what was it like to build upon that foundation when it came to the sequel?
Well, the beautiful thing about working on a sequel is that you can listen into what the players loved about the original and use that as a guiding star when you build a game. So really, we wanted to tap into all of those things.
Is there one feature in particular that fans were really wanted the most?
Mentioned it. We jumping is a big one.
I've got you.
But all in all, we really want the game to be approachable for new players to the sub Minecraft genre here, but also have a lot of depth to returning players.
We have actually the mini inventory that we could show off.
The mini inventory.
Oh, look at that.
So
hold on, what do I press to get that?
The D-pad up button.
The D-pad up.
Yeah, so in the first game, you had to inventory management.
You had to
like
take it
one
in
at a time.
turns, yeah.
And that was some feedback from the community that we really took to heart. Now we have this mini inventory so everyone can manage the gear at the same time.
Kai, se eu tentasse comprar aqui o Tomb Raider 1 ao 6, pacote 1 ao 6, ele não deixa eu parcelar. Então nem faz sentido. Eu não vou comprar não. Mas vou deixar na lista de desejo aqui. Eu realmente queria comprar isso. Cara, não dá pra adicionar conjunto na lista de desejo, né?
That's really cool. I also wanted to ask as well, so I'm looking at what I've got equipped down here. What's this candle?
That's the creeper candle.
Devidamente na lista de desejo, Tomb Raider 1 ao 3 e 4 ao 6.
And then after a little while it explodes and it takes a bunch of enemies with it.
Okay, perfect. Right, I'm going to test that up on the next adventure that we have. In fact, I'll tell you what, while I'm waiting for some poor innocent fool to put my creeper candle on, let's talk a little bit more about discovery and exploration and what makes this game as fantastic as it does. What's it like to expand this world even further for fans, Lance?
So we just walked past this doorway. We didn't enter it, but that leads to a randomly generated dungeon.
Oh, okay.
And so you can enter those to find special currency, these echo shards that we use for enchanting and for upgrading the merchants in town. You can also get that currency by defeating soul corrupted mobs, one of which we see.
E aí, quem que vai aparecer aqui amanhã pra live de GTA 6, hein? Quem vai vir aqui amanhã pra gente falar de GTA 6? Poucos, alguns, ninguém. Vocês vão tudo pro Flow Games e largar o ohenryxs aqui sozinho.
Okay, and so we're just gonna walk up this tower and find the
who's going to be up here?
Well, let's see.
Okay, all right then. Nathan, I wanted to ask you about the evolved co-op experience as well. We've spoke about it a little bit, and obviously we can see it on display here, but we mentioned it at the top. Co-op is such an integral experience to Minecraft Dungeons 2. Can you speak a little bit more about what that's like to bring it together and what it means for the title?
Yeah, absolutely. A big change that was made. Minha lista de desejos tá cheia de coisa com desconto, hein? Tá rolando alguma coisa na Steam? O Wiz Delivery Company tá barato. Ó, até o Forza tem promoção.
Oh, wonderful.
Tá por 20.
Kill all them idiots. Alright. Oh, this looks
O
like
Bang the Naked Machine tá R$18, 17, R$18. Um test drink.
Well, I think we have one of those infamous demo bugs here, but
Cara, a partir dos próximos meses eu vou ter uma renda fixa de gasto da Steam. Começar a investir na Steam, comprar jogos, montar minha biblioteca de jogos. Comprar um monte de jogo pra jogar pro outro Henry, pra eu jogar também.
Things to do all over it. As you can see, there's like little indicators of side quests.
Okay. In fact, actually, I think I've just been told that we can't see it here, but everyone, there we go. We do have a clip. We had a little practice on the boss fight. So actually, we can just talk over the footage and how good I am. I don't think, So talk us through.
Olha só, Caio, o Ranch Simulator atualizou. Mudaram a jogabilidade de a condução de veículos.
You encounter as part of the story. You're looking for somebody else, somebody called the Supreme Evoker.
Okay.
But actually, as you get here, you instead encounter this giant monstrosity to fight. And it's actually quite a challenging fight. This video is making it look easy.
Because we're so good, right?
But yeah, like it takes a beating.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great fight. It was really, really fun. Yeah. And I felt like everyone, you're missing out. We had some great call-outs as well. Everyone looking after each other. I've thrown the TNT and everything. So again, the comes perfectly into there. So, do we want to touch on where we've landed here? So, back into the regular, or are we going to... Let's have a look at where this goes, actually. This was really interesting when we...
I think it's an interesting cutscene, too.
Yeah, talk to us about where we're
And we're seeing some of that quirky Minecraft humor in this cutscene.
Yes, love that. I'm so glad you've kept that in.
Yeah, we're picking up a note block, which is important to the story. We'll go into more details on that later, but... As you can see, it's that easy to just
Laughing at him in the background.
Is there any symbolism with the music box?
Oh, there is.
Yeah?
Yeah, but we'll get into it at a future date.
All right then. Well, on that note, talking of a future date, Minecraft Dungeons 2 does launch next month. It's not that far off, guys.
Cara, mas o Minecraft Dungeons 2 não foi meio baixo em venda, tipo... Foi um sucesso? É pra estarem fazendo uma segunda... É porque assim, é da antiga gestão, né? Eles liberavam qualquer coisa. O jogo foi sucesso? Não, faz uma sequência. Então eu não sei se o Minecraft Dungeons 2 é fruto de sucesso do primeiro jogo ou só mais um jogo aí que a Xbox liberou pra produzir sem motivo nenhum.
I'll meet you in the interconnected world. I'll be jumping in all your lobbies. Well, thank you so much for joining me today, guys. This was absolutely fantastic. Good luck for the rest of Gamescom as well.
De qualquer forma, pelo menos é um jogo interessante, né? Existe público.
The most important event in all of Gears of War lore, and we're not just talking about the long-awaited reunion of Marcus and Dom. We've got the latest on the campaign and what Gears fans should look out for when Gears of War E-Day drops later this year. But first, let's keep the party going with another world premiere.
Vamos lá, outro World Premiere.
Know you what it is to behold the world ending? To know the hour, the blood, the flame? I do.
Odin is waiting in Asgard.
You shall be my final wager. To save the Nine Realms.
Porque eu sinto que eu já ouvi essa voz em todos os anúncios de jogos que eu já vi na minha vida.
Twist fate with the throw of your dice. You are the last vanguard against Ragnarok. The defenders of... Huh? Oh, it's hard to do it alone? Then rise in Valhalla. Gather your brethren and fight together. Show the spawn of Loki why. You never bet against the gods.
Escolhidos por Odin.
Well, it's a big year for Xbox, and we've got a lot going on here at Gamescom.
Rapaz.
25 years of gaming, which is
Tá sofrível esse evento. Tá sofrível. Agora eu tô entendendo porque que ninguém tá cobrindo o evento.
We got hands-on gameplay and looks at some of the most iconic franchises in entertainment. And here with me today is Xbox's expert on the next generation of new tech. Now, I think I prefer him by his other title, Master of Beards, none other than Jason Ronald himself. Welcome, Jason. How are you?
I'm great.
How are you?
I'm so excited to be here at Gamescom. Thank you so much for having me.
No, of course. You've been to quite a few now. Is this number 10, right, for you?
Yeah, you know, I love coming to Europe. And, you know, not only is it Europe, but Germany is so important to everything that we do. And so, it's, as you said, it's a really exciting year here for Gamescom. And we have so much going on. You know, last night at Opening Night Live, we showed a new set of footage from Gears of War, which I'm super excited to play in October. You know, we announced our partnership with CD Projekt Red.
Hey, it's been a robbery.
But ultimately, for me, the thing that makes Gamescom so special is just the fans and the community. You know, this is what has made Xbox special, and just to be here in Germany to celebrate with the community and all of these great things, it's just such a great time to be alive.
Right. We've got a lot to celebrate tonight at FanFest as well. Looking forward to that.
Exactly. You know, FanFest is one of my favorite things to do. It started here in Cologne, and it's just going to be great.
Deve ser incrível, né? Ir para as fanfests do Xbox. Deve ser absurdo. Um monte de fãs de Xbox ali junto de você, todo mundo curtindo o evento. Eu acho isso muito legal, realmente. Mas pena que não é uma cultura tão presente aqui no Brasil, né? Não é tão comum aqui no Brasil isso. Além de não ser comum, infelizmente, o Xbox se distanciou muito do Brasil. Agora com a Asha Sharma eles devem voltar pro Brasil, mas ainda assim, né? Triste. Ela lembra um pouquinho a Asha Sharma, né? Ela lembra assim um pouquinho, não muito, mas...
We're bringing a new feature to bring all of the benefits and the flexibility of digital to players who have physical games.
Ah, eles vão revelar isso hoje.
Libraries of games with Xbox over the last 25 years. Many players, some have bought physical discs, some have bought their games digitally, and many of these games work across multiple generations. And even as technology changes and formats change, your library shouldn't. You know, we have so many special memories tied into our libraries, you know, the moments you've played with your friends, and we want to be able to bring those forward. And that's really about our commitment to game preservation.
I mean, that sounds great. I really love the idea of your libraries moving forward with us, but can you maybe walk me through it a little bit? So again, I've got a physical game copy on my shelf at home. What do I actually do with it?
Yeah, it's really, really simple. So most Xbox One and Xbox Series X titles support this. So all you have to do is just put the disc into your console. You'll be prompted to redeem a digital license, and that digital license will be tied to your account. And so now you get all of the benefits of digital. So you don't have to put the disc into your console to play the game. If the game supports Xbox Play Anywhere, you can easily play it across multiple screens. And you can even do things like cloud streaming, which you never were able to do previously from a physical disc.
Wow, I mean, that sounds sick and also really straightforward. You mentioned just then about supported titles.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so we're launching with support for thousands of games. Okay. And we'll add more over time. And this is part of why we're launching it with the Xbox Insider, so that we can start collecting feedback. And you'll see improvements over time. But this is really just, when you think about working with thousands of games across 25 years of Xbox, very similar to how we brought the original Xbox games to PC. We're just really focused on giving you more flexibility and giving you more ways to play the games that you've bought from Xbox over many years.
Awesome. Sounds like a lot of ways to play. And with this new feature, nothing's been taken away here, right?
No, not at all. Your physical discs continue to work as they always have. You can display them with your collector's editions and just celebrate your collection. And it's really about adding more flexibility and providing more choice for you as a player.
I mean, I love that. You mentioned having a collection that spans loads of years. I know for sure I've got a game or quite a few that I would never ever want to get rid of. And as we approach Xbox's 25th anniversary, what are you hoping that players take away from this?
Yeah, for 25 years, players have invested in Xbox, and the players have really been what have made Xbox special. And so we're really focused on how do we honor that as we think about the next 25 years of Xbox. And so we just really view this as another step in making sure that your library is protected. It can move forward with you as technologies and formats change. And we're going to continue to invest in game preservation and adding new capabilities just to make sure that your library continues to get better as technology evolves.
Oh my gosh, sounds awesome. And also very exciting as well. Well, Jason, thank you so much for joining us and sharing that with us.
Tá, basicamente ele falou aqui, ele confirmou aquele rumor, aquele vazamento, enfim, de que o Xbox ele vai adicionar uma compatibilidade em transformar o seu jogo físico em um jogo digital, que você vai colocar o seu jogo no console e vai aparecer uma opção lá, você quer transferir a licença para digital, aí você vai transferir do DVD para o console, vai ficar salvo no console, você não vai precisar colocar o disco para jogar, e você vai poder acessar o jogo no PC se ele for Play Anywhere, você vai ter todas as vantagens gerais de um jogo digital, só que você vai poder fazer isso usando o seu disco físico. E isso não vai ser tipo, converti e o disco foi pro lixo. Não, o disco continua funcionando, o seu jogo continua com as informações lá. Né? Talvez, no máximo, ele vai perguntar, né? De tipo, você tem que tirar a licença do digital pro físico. Mas isso aí o cara não explicou muito bem. E o Xbox falou que ele tá fazendo isso para preservar a biblioteca que você conquistou. Garantiu anos de Xbox, né? Para se adequar aos novos futuros digitais que estão vindo, né? Você não vai ter que jogar seus jogos fora e comprar de novo. Você vai simplesmente poder transferir os jogos que você já comprou e ele vai continuar físico lá e vai continuar preservando. O Xbox também falou que vai continuar sempre investindo na preservação de jogos. Eles confirmaram basicamente o que já tinha o rumor. Interessante.
My only goal has been to find you. And to kill you myself!
After all this time, you've still learned nothing. Serving yourself up like this, what a tragic waste of poor Han's sacrifice.
Of poor Hans. Ok. Aí aqui vou ficar com 5, 6, 7, 8. Fazendo mais contas aqui, gente. O evento tá tão legal o evento. Não tem muito com quem conversar no chat. Fazendo mais contas aqui. Ok. Ai, ai, ai. Semana que vem já. Gente, o mês tá passando rápido, né? Mês que vem já é setembro, filho. Amanhã já tem a preview do GTA 6. Nossa, é muita coisa acontecendo, sai não. Ai. Gente, vocês vão me desculpar aí se eu ficar em silêncio, mas, porra, o evento tá difícil. Salve, GK. Cara, você tem alguma coisa boa? Cara, a coisa boa até agora é que o evento tem fim, né? Ele vai acabar, em algum momento ele acaba. Mas, de relevante, sei lá, no máximo mostrou Minecraft Dungeons 2... Ah, e eles falaram sobre a nova função que vai ter no Xbox, né? De você converter a sua mídia física em mídia digital para continuar preservando os seus jogos, né? Você garantir a sua cópia do seu jogo digitalmente. Digitalmente para se adequar, né? Ao novo futuro que vai ser digital. O que é interessante. Porque, por exemplo, se eu tenho o Forza Horizon 1, talvez o Forza Horizon 1 se encaixe na lista aí. Então, eu não consegui comprar um Forza Horizon 1 digital. Não tem mais. Mas se eu pegar o disco físico, eu posso converter pra minha conta. E jogar nos consoles atuais. Isso é, ó. E é um jeito muito justo da Microsoft seguir em frente, às vezes até parar com a mídia física, né? Tipo... As mídias físicas que já existem, você pode converter para digital. Para mim, o ideal é que não acabe. Eu gosto de ter o disco físico na minha estante. Eu gosto mesmo. Desde quando a PlayStation falou, olha, não vamos mais fazer... No mesmo momento já botei tudo pra vender. Não sou trouxa. Todo jogo físico que eu tinha no PlayStation eu botei pra vender. Agora o PlayStation vai servir só pro GTA 6 e ó, vender. Se for pra comprar jogo digital, vai ser Steam. Tem o PC também. Gente, mas os trailers tão doloridos, hein? Esse jogo com gráfico de PS3, hein? Voltamos pro 360. E ainda travando, tá? E ainda travado. Então, GK, a Gamescom, elas são vários dias, né? Que nem a gente teve ontem a Opening Night Live, que é um evento principal da Gamescom. Hoje a gente tem o Xbox, agora às 11 da manhã. E a gente vai ter mais tarde a Future Game Show, que é com certeza bem melhor do que esse negócio que a gente tá assistindo aqui. Mas eu não vou cobrir a Future Game Show, porque... Pô, se meu canal que tem bastante público de Xbox não tá tendo público direito nem pra assistir essa transmissão de Xbox, Future Game Show não vai ser diferente. Eu tenho compromissos hoje pra resolver, infelizmente. Então, assim... É isso, a Gamescom são vários dias. E amanhã vai ter mais. Amanhã vai ter mais eventos, mais lives. Mas eu vou parar por aqui. Eu vou cobrir esse evento aqui e não vou cobrir mais nenhum. Amanhã, mas nenhum da Gamescom, né? Porque amanhã temos o Extended Look do GTA. Então a gente vai abrir live. Eu não vou poder mostrar a imagem pra vocês. Eu vou começar a live quando for sair, né, na Netflix. Vou abrir aqui, vocês vão ver a minha reação. A gente vai comentar junto tudo que tiver na coisa da Netflix, mas eu não vou poder mostrar a imagem. Aí quando for às 10 horas da noite, a gente vai ter as imagens. Talvez eu possa fazer 2 lives no dia, né? Uma pra minha primeira reação, pra ver junto com todo mundo dando play na Netflix. E na parte da noite eu abro uma live pra gente botar o vídeo na tela aqui e ver tudo, analisar tudo. Se vocês quiserem animarem, né? Porque não adianta eu fazer live pra ninguém assistir. Live não é assim, né? Eu preciso de pessoas.
Can you tell us a little bit about what people are going to be able to play when they come and play on the booth?
Yeah, for sure. So we have
Mas sinceramente parei de ver os vazamentos, não tô vendo mais vazamento. Tá todo dia tendo um monte de vazamento. Hoje mesmo já teve. A Rockstar postou posicionamento no Twitter também sobre isso, finalmente. Eu não vou mais assistir, não. Tem muito spoiler, cara, muito spoiler. Tipo, porra, é surpresa do jogo, da gente jogar e descobrir as coisas lá no jogo e ficar, caraca, olha isso, olha aqui. Não tem, né? Tá tudo sendo vazado. O Leaker tá mostrando praia, tá mostrando tudo que a gente tem curiosidade de ver. Vai chegar no jogo, a gente vai ter curiosidade de ver o quê? História? Ele também tá querendo mostrar a história. Então, me aposentei de ver os vazamentos. Amanhã a gente já vai ter um vislumbre. Daqui a pouquinho o jogo tá lançando. Falta tão pouquinho pro jogo lançar, cara. Eu parei já, cara. Eu não vejo mais não. Eu vi no início, achei interessante. Mas agora eu já vi o suficiente. Eu já vi até demais. Cara, já tem 12 gameplay do jogo. 12! A gente já viu muito. O cara mostrou de tudo. E já tá começando a mostrar cenas de história, trechos de história. Gente, que placa gigante aí.
There's lots of storytelling, from something simple as a piece of paper on the ground, what's written on it, to what's, there's a meal that someone was eating when the locust came out of the ground,
de máquinas trabalhando.
complex set pieces where there's a bunch of dead bodies and maybe they got dragged somewhere. So I think,
Cara, esse Gears of War tá bem bonito, né? Nunca joguei Gears, nunca foi meu tipo de jogo, mas eu não vou mentir, eu fiquei com muita vontade de jogar esse aí. Esse eu fiquei com muita vontade de jogar. Especialmente com amigos. Vou jogar? Não sei, porque eu não tenho tempo pra nada. Não tô tendo tempo de assistir série, filme, não tô tendo tempo de jogar especialmente nada. Cara, eu tô com Spider-Man 2 pra jogar. Há meses. Acho que desde o ano passado. E eu não zerei. É um jogo de 30 horas de história, menos, sei lá. Tô tendo tempo nenhum. Quando eu tenho tempo, eu não tenho ânimo.
Whether it's a block away, you can hear gunfire, you see a building come down, you see a little block of a street go down. It's all happening live as you play the game.
Now, everything we're watching right now is single player, but Gears fans.
Gente, o evento de ontem já foi difícil de assistir. Esse tá sendo um desafio a mais, hein?
So co-op is near and dear to our hearts. I think it's one of the unique things that Gears has, sort of woven into every part of it. You know, our story is about squads overcoming overcoming the odds together. We've got modes like Horde Siege that are about multiple squads of 4 coming together. Of course, we've got PvP, which is 4v4. So campaign's got 4-player online co-op, 2-player split screen on console. All 4 players in the squad are playable, all 4 characters. And I think it's one of those games that it plays great on its own, but it just sort of comes to life when you're there with a friend, you know.
É, o cara tá falando que esse jogo é um daqueles que ficam bem melhores jogando com os amigos. Eu concordo, jogar com amigo é sempre muito legal. Mas qualquer jogo fica bom jogando com os amigos.
Yeah, you see it a few times, like if you get downs, like Dom coming to save you and stuff like that.
Yeah, different kinds of it, right? We have the rusher enemy that'll pin you, and he'll be on top of you, so your buddy can come and stab him in the neck. Or if you're playing with someone real, they can shoot him from far away. There's all sorts of examples like that.
Yeah, I'm so excited like to hop on with the rest of the Xbox One team. There's all 4 of us.
É que sei lá, é um evento que não vai, sabe? Não vai revelar muita coisa nova. Existe um rumor de que durante a Gamescom eles vão mostrar uma nova IP do Xbox. Só que parece que é um evento muito mais focado em tipo, gente, olha só, vocês gostam de Gears of War, né? Olha aqui, mais gameplay, mais coisa dele. E eu sinto que a gente já viu demais do jogo. É só esperar pra jogar agora, já me convenceu. Ah, o Minecraft Dungeons 2. Não tem nada de novo, é um Minecraft Dungeons 2. E a gente já viu coisas do Minecraft Dungeons 2. Só mostrou mais, então... Agora, muita gente tá assistindo porque a gente vai ter coisa de Tomb Raider. Aí a galera tá hypada por conta disso, aí beleza. Não temos muito mesmo do Tomb Raider, não. Então faz sentido estar ansioso. Por que tem um hamster gigante atrás daquele cara?
Yeah, now this is actually something I got really excited about when I was like watching through the gameplay earlier as well, is what kind of mods are people going to be able to get their hands on, and how is that going to impact like the weapons that they're using?
Well, it's a variety of mods, and some of them do little tweaks to the weapons. You know, they change the clip size or your range, so you can just tweak it to your preference. But some of them are like full-on attachments, like you can take an Asher and slap a bayonet on it.
Yeah, so it's been really fun exploring. You know, when you use an attachment, some of them have visual representations on the gun, some of them don't. But you end up seeing people with different attachments. The guns can take a little bit more personality, and you start to understand how people like to play and what they like to do with their guns.
Yeah, I also like it goes for the gear as well, isn't there?
Absolutely.
Yeah. And how are people going to be able to like find those like kind of mods to like upgrade their equipment?
In the campaign, that's where the open sections really sort of come to life. There's a variety of ways you can get it. It pays to explore this game. You know, Arian was talking about there's a ton of environmental storytelling, but we've also hidden stuff around the world, collectibles, mods. We also have side objectives in some of our campaign missions where you can stop to help somebody optionally another set of gears, some people that are trapped, and you get rewards for those as well. So it's really up to you. If you want to mainline it and do the main objectives, that's cool. You'll find some mods. If you want to fully explore the game, you'll find even more narrative tidbits.
I'm really excited for that because you can just spend that extra time discovering the world if you want to.
There's good surprises out there.
I'm looking forward to finding it. Now, we've just had our first look at the Boomer, and he is way bigger than people may be used to.
Yeah, he's massive. There's actually a Boomer on the show floor here
right
that people are taking pictures with, and he's standing next to him. So in the game, the Boomer's 9 feet tall. This is quite a bit bigger than the Boomer's traditionally been in Gears. This goes back to this idea where we wanted to take the things people remember and amplify them a little bit.
Yeah.
And then it also introduces fun ways for him to enter the battlefield. There you can see he breaks through this big truck, this tanker trailer that causes a bunch of fire and explosion, but he also doesn't fit through doorways. So if he's coming through a traditional door, he has to bust his way through.
Oh my!
So that just makes it a little more exciting when he makes an entrance.
Yeah, you're like, oh, I'm fine. He's 9 foot. He can't get through here, and he just smashes it through.
Too late, man.
Yeah.
No, I've got to say his weapon as well, because we all know the boom shot.
Yeah.
Right. This is like even bigger.
It's a bigger boom shot. Yeah. Like the Locust, when we were going back and looking at revisiting old weapons, we always wanted to see if there was something else we could do. So we've got like the prototype Lancer, we've got the heavy boom shot, means you're really committing to carrying a rocket launcher around instead of just something in your back. It's also opened up opportunities for us to add new weapons like the gut puncher, the fog grenade launcher.
Yep.
It's like a little more skill use than the boom shot. You could time where your grenades go. So everything kind of found a new place. And we got to make some cool variations of weapons people have seen before.
I love the breach shot as well. I think that's like
fan favorite.
It's one of my favorite guns.
It's such a
super satisfying.
And the active reloads is popping up on screen there. I just wanted to go through a couple things because there's two features, right? One, it's in a different place than some fans may know, but also bullets are appearing a little bit earlier.
Yeah, we put the active reload down in the center screen. We found through our testing that, for a lot of people, some returning fans, especially new fans, they just use it way more. If you're an old fan and you like it up and where it was, and that's your muscle memory, 100%, there's a setting for that. But for some guns, we also have this per shell reload mechanic, like on the breach shot, the Nasher. It's really cool because you can still get your active if you go all the way and you wait for it. But if you need that extra shot to get out of a clutch situation, there's a wretch in your face, or in PvP, a person right up on you, you can pop a load right into them as they come at you.
Yeah, so it's just like a nice way you can kind of change based on the scenario you find yourself in.
Yeah.
And talking about scenarios you find yourself in, as we've
Gente,
been
tem
going through
escape
this
simulator
level,
do
you've kind of
Stedic,
been walking into areas and there are like tons of kind of clues about things we may have missed or have happened in those areas before. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, so one of the main things that we try to impart is the brutality of this day. Emergence Day, 2/3 of the planet gets wiped out in one night. So if you kind of pay attention to the corpses a little bit, you'll see little storytelling things. The blood trails sometimes give you a glimpse of what has happened, the pose they're in. So there's a lot hidden in there to check out.
No, I honestly, I'm so excited. A big thank you as well for you guys coming and joining us and taking us through.
Jesus, 50 pontos nesse jogo. Cara, tem umas coisas na Steam que você fica, meu Deus,
cara. Well, we shared a little bit each time here. I'm really excited for people to experience.
Ai, gente, deixa eu colocar o cachorro pra fazer xixizinho rapidinho.
Story. It's all the classic vibes and some great new characters and some really emotional Gears moments tied in with all the brutality. I think people are going to love it.
Yeah, honestly, thank you both for coming and joining us. I really, really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And now we are going to head over to Henry for more on Gears of War E-Day, the Gears of War E-Day experience that people have access to here on the Xbox booth.
Well, welcome to the Gears of War E-Day here at Gamescom, where I've actually got artist Luke Priest with me to discuss the incredible eye candy that's on display behind us. And thanks so much for joining us, Luke.
Thanks for having me, man.
Welcome to Gamescom. It's your first time here as well, isn't it?
It is, yeah, it's really cool.
It's a pretty special way to kick things off then with
yeah, definitely.
Why don't you tell people at home what it is that you do?
Yeah, so I'm an illustrator. I'm based in the United Kingdom. I've been working with the Coalition for many years now on all things Gears of War. Obviously, more recently, E-Day. So yeah, that's kind of what I do.
And this project in particular is pretty special. So
yes.
Let's talk a bit about that, because I can see that we've also got Gibson involved.
Yeah,
so that's pretty cool. Talk to us a bit about this partnership.
Yeah, Gibson guitars. They're amazing people at Gibson. Yeah, and they sent us like these guitars. Well, they turned up and they were like from the factory, so they didn't have the art on, and then my job was to paint this artwork onto the guitars. So.
And if you don't know at home, these are particularly tasty guitars that Gibson have sent you, because we've got the SG over here, the Les Paul. These are like iconic guitar silhouettes.
Very iconic, yeah.
Amazing. Can you tell us a bit then about the design? So what inspired you to really lay down this artwork on top of these guitars?
So what we wanted to do, we wanted to tap into the pillars in Gears, like so the core pillars. So obviously with the Marcus guitar, we tapped into brutality.
Uou! Eu chego e tem duas guitarras lindas na tela. Que legal. Pera, meu fone conectou aonde, gente, exatamente? Eu não entendi.
The blood splatter kind of flows across the guitar. You've got the kind of spinning saw blade
just fits right in.
Yeah. The cog, obviously, which ties it to Gears, and then we've got the skull, which is kind of like that kind of violent, brutal feel. And then, obviously, moving over to the SG.
Também que meu fone foi com Deus.
This is like leaning into Dom. So this is tapping into the kind of pathos pillar.
Okay.
Which is like sort of more like kind of sad vibes and. Yeah, you know, so it's just like, and then we've got the angel wings, which is like the nod to kind of like the kind of Maria tattoo, and then that kind of flows to the shape of the SG.
Yeah, really like fits in.
Meu fone foi com Deus. Ai, conectou. Conectou, mas ainda não tá saindo som. Não está saindo som. Não está saindo som. Não está saindo som. Cara, fone Bluetooth serve só pra dar dor de cabeça, né? Não funciona direito no celular, porque você às vezes quer simplesmente fazer uma chamada, escutar uma música e não pode, porque o som fica uma porcaria. Aí foi. Cara, essas guitarras tão lindas, hein? Essas Les Paul aí, essa Gibson. Coisa linda. Aí, Kai, tá aí, Kai. Olha essa guitarra aí, ó. Eu quero, hein? Preta com vermelha do jeito que eu gosto. Coisa linda. Cara, eu amo guitarra. Olha a coisa linda.
Just beautiful pieces. You have brought something else along for us because there is something else going on in the middle there. So what? Oh, you've got another one.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yes, this is a controller that I worked on. So I worked with the Xbox Design Lab on this. This is fully customizable as well.
Sick.
So you can like switch out the buttons and the sticks and stuff and make it your own. And this is tapping again into the brutality pillar.
Yeah, I'm getting that brutality vibe
so it's
straight
the vibe,
away.
You know, and it's just try to make it feel super iconic and just have that. There's like the lanterns in there, the skulls. It feels really violent and
absolutely.
Yeah, just taps into that kind of that vibe. So yeah.
Mate, I think you absolutely killed it with these designs.
Thanks, man.
So thanks so much for showing us
so much.
And talking us through it as well. If you want to get your hands on your own one of the E-Day limited edition Xbox Design Lab controllers, you can grab those beginning September 30th. So check out xbox.com for more information on that. I will definitely be doing that. But thank you, Luke. I hope you have a great Gamescom. But there's there's quite a lot going on here, so we're going to have to pop off and see what else we've got going. So
thank you.
Come along with me, because the rest of the booth over here that we've got, this entire segment, you can see loads of people queuing up right now to go and actually play Gears of War E-Day. So E-Day has officially landed here in Cologne. This is particularly cool. We've got a custom PC built in partnership with NVIDIA GeForce RTX. We've got the nice COG logo there on the cooler. I mean, just looks unreal. So if you're in town, come and check everything out. And then what you're going to want to see, Benny was not kidding when he said the boomers are huge, but besides the boomers, we've got a couple of other buddies that we want to be talking to, because joining me in front of this incredible statue and one of the many photo ops that we have on the Xbox.
Bom, é o que eu falei, gente, esse evento, se eu ficar quieto, desculpa aí, porque eu literalmente dependo de ter gente no chat pra conversar, porque isso aqui, esse evento tá...
Is this your first Gamescom, or are you veterans at this point?
Second Gamescom for me.
Second?
For me, I don't know, probably third or fourth, maybe.
Yeah. Okay,
maybe
and
more.
Who's the guy you brought with us as well? Is he going to say anything?
He can say something.
You're kidding.
He can say something. Would you like him to?
We could do that, yeah, definitely.
Yeah?
Okay, yeah. We'll get to that in a
Okay.
sec. Now, we should talk shop though, because Gears on PC is... Oh, someone's getting in. That's cool.
That thing's really awesome.
That is. I would
Can
love
I
to be
take
able
that
to,
home?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think it'll fit.
I don't think it'll fit in your carry-on.
We'll make it work. But yeah, tell me a little bit then about Gears on PC, because everyone here is checking out the game.
Absolutely.
We have Xbox players who are really excited. It's another console exclusive, but on PC, we've got some pretty cool features to talk about. So what exactly have you been working on that is exciting for PC players?
Well, Henry, I think broadly the most important thing to know is that Gears of War E-Day is a game that is for PC players, built by PC players. So for us at the Coalition, at a bare minimum, that means supporting all the features you'd expect from a title like this, such as 32:9 and 21:9 ultra-wide support, including 21:9 cinematics in the campaign, extensive mouse and keyboard rebinding options, variable refresh rate, uncapped frames, and so much more that's hard to list off and mention here.
Yeah.
But beyond those sort of baseline features, we wanted to take the experience a little bit further for our PC players with advanced graphics technologies. And that's why last night we were so excited to announce that in partnership with NVIDIA, we've integrated deeply mega geometry into our game.
Mega geometry, okay. Yes. So I'm going to need you to run through what exactly we're talking about with that.
Yeah, RTX Mega Geometry. I am super excited about RTX Mega Geometry. So Gears of War E-Day supports nanite, so you'll get really detailed environments, objects, and with RTX Mega Geometry, we can actually add ray tracing on all of the nanite geometry. So you'll get much better looking reflections, shadows, and I mean, it's just going to be way more immersive. You get 50 to 100 times the geometric detail with RTX Mega Geometry.
Enquanto tá rolando evento, tô trabalhando.
That is intense. So just to break it down, you've got geometry, shapes, yeah, right, yeah. Mega, pretty freaking sick. Yeah. Okay, cool. Everyone's on board now. Great. Well, thank you so much for chatting to me, guys, about everything here. Of course, that's not just what's going on here, because in the actual play area, people can check that out too, right?
Absolutely. I mean, better than talking about these features is experiencing them for yourself. So you and everyone else here at Gamescom can enjoy our first public hands-on of campaign inside the booth behind me. We've got 20 stations, all of them PCs, all powered by the GeForce RTX 5080 that have been built by our friends at Alternate. So if you're here at Gamescom, please come check out the campaign.
Yeah, you know what to do now, guys. Yeah, thank you so much, guys. I'm probably going to head in there shortly after this.
We can hook up with the line.
It's a bit of a big queue, though.
Yeah, I might go in.
I know a guy.
Yeah. Oh, thanks. Nice. All right. Well, for a deeper look at that technology that is powering E-Day on PC, why don't you check out this exclusive behind-the-scenes ViDoc from the Coalition and NVIDIA. Check it out.
Gears of War E-Day is the next game in the Gears of War franchise. It's the story of Emergence Day. It's going back to the beginning, when the Locusts first come out of the ground and start attacking.
It is also a game that has been built from the ground up on Unreal Engine 5 with all new art and all new systems to push visual fidelity to a level
repetindo o que já tinham falado antes.
Gears of War is probably best known as an Xbox franchise, but the PC has always been a very important platform that we're using to bring the most we possibly can to the game.
The PC community is incredibly important to us. I, myself, am a PC gamer. I've been making PC games for my entire career, and we've built this game with a PC mindset.
We're trying to push a lot of technology, high detail geometry, heavily using nanite and lumen. We're going to be one of the first titles to use mega lights.
Gears of War supports hardware, ray trace, lighting, shadows, and reflections. This shows up in so many different ways. A great example is our pay and save. This is an environment that has TVs that have dynamic lighting coming off them and bouncing off the scene.
There's a lot of dynamic elements to the game. I think one of my favorite things is tickers, watching them run through the level. You have this little glowing creature casting dynamic shadows all over the world, casting real-time global illumination, but don't watch them too long, they'll blow up on you.
It's really noticeable on the muzzle flashes on our guns as you get this burst of flashing light and all the shadows that get cast off it. And we can have dynamic lights that sort of flicker. You can build this sense of tension and use lighting as a tool for visual storytelling and gameplay that we haven't been able to do before.
Real-time reflections is something that's very cool for us. We have some really cool elements in the game that are nice and shiny.
As you shoot glass and see real-time ray-traced reflections and translucency, all of that is dynamic in real time, which of course you wouldn't have with traditional baked lighting techniques.
All in all, ray trace lighting brings the dark, gritty vibe that we want to life in the game and really adds a level of realism and cohesiveness that's never been possible for us before.
And on our ultra spec or our ludicrous spec PC settings, we push ray tracing even farther with higher ray trace samples, more rays, but also RTX mega geometry.
We're going to be the first Unreal Engine title to show RTX mega geometry in our game. This is really exciting because we're a very nanite-heavy title, but there's always been a bit of a discrepancy between what's available for us to happen at raster and what's available for us to happen when we're ray tracing. Mega geometry allows us to use the same level of detail that we're using for nanite as our ray tracing basis.
It pushes the visual ray tracing to a higher level than we can achieve
Coisa linda, né?
with Unreal Engine's technologies out of the box. You see some of the examples of foliage or shadow
O jogo tá
detail that is
genuinamente
just
lindo.
crisper and has more fine detail in that shadow.
You definitely get a lot more detail in a lot of the rock surfaces. They look just a lot sharper and a lot more correct. And as well, things like barbed wire, things that were just not possible to represent with the amount of triangles that we had available to us, all of a sudden look really nice.
Our environments are incredibly dense. We have 100 times the geometric detail in our game than anywhere else. And being able to work with NVIDIA and bring mega geometry to this game really is going to show what games are going to look like in the future.
DLSS and other super sampling techniques really allow us as a developer to perform more advanced graphics techniques that just wouldn't be possible to do if we were working at full resolution. It's something that allows you to take a lower res image and then using machine learning is able to upsample that to a larger image without really sacrificing the quality.
We also support dynamic multi-frame generation, allowing you to push to the highest frame rates possible. And it's so important that we tie this with Reflex. Reflex lowers latency and improves the responsiveness of our game.
It's something we think is very important, especially in a multiplayer environment. We're a very competitive game. You want to make sure that you have your enemy in focus and your reticle over them at all times. We want a nice, smooth frame rate, and we want that ultra-responsive input latency. Customization is a huge part of why I play games on PC, and it's part of what we wanted to make sure we're delivering for E-Day players. If they care about HDR, if they care about frame rate versus resolution, we want all of that choice available for players.
I'm an ultra-wide player. I have really pushed the team to make sure that we are showing up strongly there. We have full support for native 21:9, gameplay up to 32:9, and all of our cinematics are also real-time and are rendered in ultra-wide.
Our benchmark is something that's very important to us. It was something that has always been used by reviewers for years after we ship, and it's something we hope will be that way again. This is a very technically ambitious title, and I think we're going to push hardware for years to come.
We've always built our games to showcase the latest technology and push what is possible in gaming. And working with NVIDIA, who share the same philosophy with us, we've been able to bring features like ray traced lighting, RTX mega geometry, DLSS, Reflex. For players, this means delivering an experience that feels like they're playing a movie with the real-time performance that you expect in a high-end game.
Welcome back.
Rebellion.
All suit systems are nominal. Atmospheric interference is causing data transmission issues. Proceed with mission. Alert. Power output unstable.
I love it when the title of a game so purely matches the gameplay, and here to break down what we just saw and give us an exclusive first look at what fans can expect in-game for Alien Deathstorm, please welcome Rebellion's head of design, Ben Fisher. Welcome.
Hi, how's it going?
Ben, it's so good to see you. I mean, it feels like only yesterday we were hanging out at the pub, chatting Atomfall, and it seems that you and the team have been pretty busy since then as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's great to work on a load of different games at once, but we learned some cool stuff from Atomfall about sandbox freedom and giving the player non-traditional ways of doing objectives. We've fed that straight into Alien Death Star.
Ooh, I love that. Now, on that topic, Atomfall, congratulations. It's been a huge success for you guys at Rebellion. I hear it has a lot to do with maybe Benny and I's characters' face scans in the game, but you know,
I reckon so, yeah.
We won't take too much credit here. You mentioned there about applying that into Alien Deathstorm. Can you break that down a little bit? What from the project have you brought over? What design elements can we look forward to?
So the main thing is that for all Rebellion games, we value giving player clear objective and then sandbox freedom and how to achieve it. Sort of systemic game design, that sort of thing. We don't usually choreograph specific gameplay experiences, but build a possibility space for the player to take control. So exactly that same stuff has come across to Alien Deathstorm. The new challenge for us has been combining that with horror gameplay, because horror gameplay is normally quite handcrafted, but I think we found a secret formula that really makes it happen procedurally. It's very exciting.
Secret sauce, very exciting. Nice.
No, I'm really excited to see it, so should we get started?
Wait a minute.
No.
Right, now I'm ready.
What the heck is that?
You'll find out very soon.
There's a little hint in the trailer, but should we hop into and check some gameplay out as well?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Oh, hold on. It will come up. Ah, here we go. Now, this is the Megastorm in full swing. What are we doing here?
So you play as an engineer who's been called into an off-world colony. The colony's gone dark, there's no signals coming from it. You think you're there to do a repair job to help sort the colony out, and as you explore, you discover that people have gone missing, the situation's getting worse. You're trapped there, and it's a desperate fight for survival. Now, the game balances, like I said, the combat intensity of like a sort of horror shooter with investigation and discovery. So you're, as an engineer, you're kind of exploring the situation, finding out what's happening, and as you do so, the storm is tearing the place apart. So you're fighting to survive at the same time.
Nice. Can you break that down a little bit further? The engineer's role, that's a pretty specific choice there. How does that come into play with gameplay?
Well, we wanted to give you a framing that meant that you felt like a sort of an everyman doing your best to survive. So you arrive there with a load of tools, including this giant sort of hammer here, you know, to do a bit of percussive maintenance to try and get the place up and running. So instead of doing traditional objectives where you're told exactly what to do, instead we've got a system that we call Squire that you use to kind of diagnose the situation and figure out what's going wrong. So what we can see here is the player exploring around, testing out the locations, trying to see what's happening and trying to piece together in their head how to tackle the situation in front of them. So this is a nuclear reactor that's in the early stages of meltdown, and they're going to try and diagnose what's wrong and try and fix it. So the player has to be observant, they have to engage with the environment, piece together clues that kind of frame them as a detective figuring out how to solve this stuff.
Very interesting.
That just scared me. I was not expecting the ceiling to collapse.
Well, good. Yeah.
But I was just having a look at the HUD, right? And like stuff is popping up on the HUD all the time. Can you tell us a bit about that and like what players can see on the screen?
Sure. Well, we want to give you lots of anticipation before a fight kicks off, because as you're exploring, you know, you're making a load of noise, you're causing a load of mischief, and that's going to attract some attention.
Yeah.
So there's a tracker at the bottom of the screen that gives you pings of nearby movement. It'll get scrambled by radiation and things like that. So it's like a multi-purpose tool to help them explore and understand the situation. So combined with Squire as a way of doing objectives, it makes you feel like you're there to do a job and you've got to like piece together and survive.
And who's the voice that we keep hearing as well?
Yeah, that's Squire. That's giving you little clues of what to do and how to explore, but never directly tells you exactly what to do. It's kind of like having Clippy in your pocket. You know?
I'm a big fan of the naming Squire. That's very fitting. How many iterations did you guys have to go through for that name?
Well, we always like to give things a kind of uniquely British twist, a uniquely British flavour to it, and it feels like a nice little like friendly friend in your pocket kind of thing. So it seemed like a natural fit.
Squire.
Exactly that, yeah.
Awesome. Now, in the footage as well, I can hear some of the music making that tension a bit more buildable, and you mentioned some horror scenarios too. How can fans of horror games expect Alien Deathstorm to fit into their spooks and scares like Benny did with from Rebellion?
Well, I think this is one of the most exciting parts of the game because the jump scare that got you there might not happen for another player.
Oh.
It's all tuned around the player's exploration, the player's experiences. So, you know, as you're making a lot of noise and you're exploring, you might be attracting unwanted attention. You get a nice long bit of anticipation before the horrors turn up. But the fights and the encounters will be different for every single player.
So it doesn't matter how many times you've gone through it before, you might never be prepared for what's about to happen.
Exactly that.
That's class. Now, look at the objective as well, right? Right now, we're trying to repair and restore power to the reactor, right? What else is around him? What other kind of resource or enemies are we keeping an eye out for? Because in the trailer, we saw a lot.
Yeah.
And right on cue.
Yeah. So the player here has been poking around, attracting attention, and that's spawned some enemies because they heard the sound and they came to take out the player. Yeah. So there's a balance, there's a tension between scavenging for resources and trying to understand the situation, but you're going to be attracting attention to yourself, so that the fight might get worse.
Is that risk versus reward all the time? You're like, actually, do I have enough, or should I just go straight for the objective?
Exactly that. Yeah.
We saw a couple of different scary looking guys there as well. Have they got different names? What kind of different enemy types can we expect?
Yeah, so there is a range of aliens throughout the game. In this demo here, you'll see scuttlers there, you'll see other ones called soldiers, but there's a load more that sort of unlock over the course of the game. But as devs, we don't even know exactly what aliens will be and what encounters, because it's all procedural or dynamic.
Wow, that's very exciting.
And to defeat these aliens, right, we're gonna need weapons, just like what you've got on the desk. What weapons are players going to have in Alien Deathstorm?
Yeah, so there's a good range of weapons. You'll only see, I think, 3 of them in this demo.
Gente, é realmente reviewzão de jogos, né?
Real world weapons, because we felt like that kind of.
Tô em silêncio aqui, quando aparecer alguém no chat pra trocar ideia, eu falo, gente. É verdade.
So you'll see an SMG here, the shotgun.
Tô trabalhando aqui, live de trabalho.
And you can upgrade and tailor the weapons to your personal playstyle. So as you explore, you might find things like a holographic sight to help you aim the gun, and you might choose that that's your playstyle, you might prefer it.
How does that actually work for weapons, the upgrade system in Alien Deathstorm?
There's workbenches found throughout the game, and you sort of collect crafting materials as well, and blueprints for the various parts.
Very good. Very fun. Do you have a favorite weapon that you want to talk about so far?
I always love a shotgun.
Nice.
Can't go wrong with a shotgun.
Can't go wrong there.
So let's hop back into the world a bit, because Rebellion games have always had a great reputation for like exploration, discovering and looking around for like new attachments. How does Alien Deathstorm encourage players to venture off the beaten path, especially if you're going to be like potentially running into more aliens for doing so?
Yeah, well, we strongly believe in player freedom, and like part of the fun of it is finding your route through the environment and choosing how to engage with it. So there is that risk reward, that balance of trying to find those resources and survive, but watching out for threats. So one of the ways that we tackle that is we try and make each environment you explore have a kind of internal logic to it. So this is like a space reactor, and I don't know about you, but I've never been to a space reactor myself. But we try and make sure it's got a kind of clear signposting, clear exploration, so that you can either explore everywhere for resources, or you can sort of get a quick understanding of how you're supposed to explore.
No,
but we leave it completely up to the player.
No, I always love like going on exploring, because it's like an Atom Force. Spent so long trying to search for Morris's hairline, which is just, my character was made bald as bald can be.
I don't know, it's pretty accurate. Sorry, that was harsh. I mean, we've got aliens, we've got nice alien guts to look forward to as well, but what other challenges, like that one, can our players look forward to?
That was class. Yeah, all the best games have got a white visor button, right. So, you saw that there, but also if you're out in the storm getting pelted by the elements, you might have to wipe to be able to see what you're doing as well, which can lead to some really tense, exciting gunfights where you're trying to juggle visibility while shooting the aliens and trying to survive. So it's all about that kind of immersive, gritty, make you feel like you're really in the suit.
Yeah. That was something about Atomfall that we really enjoyed, is collecting just everyday items that really grounds maybe the players, or especially for me, it feels like that. So having to deal with a lot of nuisance you wouldn't normally in real life or in video games is nice touch. Very good, Ben.
It's also very helpful for putting together a cool trailer as well. Like it's the perfect transition.
Yeah, nice swipe transition.
Now, we've said this a few times as well, like as we're getting into these fights and the weapons that we're using, what else helps make each encounter unique? that you're running into? Because you've said a few times that you never know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so behind the scenes, as well as the player kind of making a load of noise and exploring, we can fine-tune to encourage encounters in certain situations, to kind of build set pieces a little bit. You know, there's a balance between dynamic and making sure that you'll have those high points. But we absolutely don't know with each time what encounter you're going to hit. All of the spaces are designed so that no matter what kind of encounter you get in them, it's going to be an interesting fight. And as you blend different kinds of aliens at once, your strategy has to become much more complicated.
I bet that must be quite a challenge when there are a variety of them around like this, swapping weapons or tactics, etc.
Yeah, so a lot of the fun in the game comes from splitting the player's attention between trying to solve the puzzle of the environment and then having to deal with unpredictable aliens coming from every direction.
Can we get into a little bit as well, like some of the equipment that you have access to? Because we just did a stim there as well.
Yeah, so in this trailer here, you'll see stims and grenades as a couple of additional pieces of equipment you've got. There are more to come in the full game. You can also throw flares to light up the environment ahead of you.
Nice. And like, kind of, what are kind of the, so right now, as we're kind of making our way through the level, what else should players be looking out for?
Well, at this exact point in time, looking out for the alien that's jumping at the head.
Okay, we made it to the reactor as well, is that right? Very cool.
So you never quite know when the fight's going to cool down, or if it's going to bloom back up and you're going to have to encounter more aliens, so you've really got to keep your wits about you. And in this space here, you can see that the tracker has, the scanner is noisy.
Yeah.
You know, so because you're near a reactor, it's messing with your equipment, so you lose a little bit of health.
Yeah.
So you're going to be unaware, like, exactly where aliens are going to be coming from. Also, with these big fights kicking off, what are some of the most effective tactics that players could kind of use to get those situations? Because you obviously want to kind of thin the horde down at times, so you can then go back to exploring the area.
Yeah. So a lot of the time, like this encounter here, you can see that there's a fight has kicked off in this space, but the player can still do a runner if they choose to. So you've always got the opportunity to reposition and choose a best place to defend yourself. And you hear the aliens coming with a lot of notice before they actually arrive, before they start climbing down the walls and piling out of the air vents. So you've got lots of time to choose a spot that you think's defensible. Doesn't always work.
That's very smart.
Oh.
Well, that looked pretty busy there, with lots of enemies swarming us at once. You mentioned some tactics, but I don't know if I would maybe be up to it on my own. Would it be okay to ask Benny to give me a hand finishing those aliens off? Or?
Well, one of the great things about all of the fights being dynamic is that if you play through with another player, you'll get a completely different experience again.
Yeah, just Bex to just be making loads of noise, attracting all the aliens, and then I'd be having to clean up. It's a disaster.
That's crazy. Egregious. We'll see how that goes, I bet.
It'll happen on stream.
Ben, thank you so much for sharing that with us. It was always a pleasure as well.
Yeah, and remember, Alien Deathstorm drops spring 2027 as well for players.
Lots to look forward to.
Yeah.
Well, enjoy Gamescom, Ben. And for us here, this year marks 25 years of Xbox. And for many of us who have been playing since the beginning, it's a special moment. For me personally, my first ever console was the OG Xbox that I got for Christmas. Back in 2003, I had Kung Fu Chaos, Project Gotham Racing, and Rayman 3. But playing Xbox games has actually helped me cultivate a whole bunch of my interests outside of gaming. The fact I was really obsessed with SSX.
Quanto tempo de evento, meu Deus do céu.
So much so that I took up snowboarding in real life. So I'm very happy to be here celebrating 25 years too.
Cara, não, de verdade. Se agora não entrar o Tomb Raider, eu vou finalizar a live.
But as we celebrate the last 25 years, we can also look forward to what is to come. Like the world premieres announced today, chosen by Odin and Dumpster Gang. Plus, with the biggest games coming to Xbox like Minecraft Dungeons 2, Gears of War E-Day, Fable, EA Sports FC 27, NBA 2K 27, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4, and Grand Theft Auto 6. No matter where or how you game, the best place to play is Xbox.
Now, to a throwback making a comeback. This next game is sure to make fans of Persona 4 smile wide. We've got a brand new story trailer as well as a deeper look at what fans can expect when the revival of this epic franchise drops next year. So take a look.
So, Are you getting used to it out here?
There isn't much to do compared to the big city, but there is that certain something you can't get anywhere else.
Bring you more details about the incident in Inaba, a small town shrouded in fog and mystery.
The nicest thing about this town has been the peace and quiet.
Esse aí é o Kai, é o Kai Game, é o
Police are treating this as part of
Kai
a
like.
serial murder case.
Essa pequena. Ah, esse tá interessante, esse tá interessante.
On a rainy night, you look into a TV that's turned off. When the clock strikes 12,
Aí muda pra gameplay, é um jogo de turno.
Really? An urban legend. Not even a kid would believe something that stupid.
The time has come to open thine eyes. Call upon power within.
Ah não, jogo de carta, pior ainda, tá de sacanagem.
No! Who are you? I'm your shadow, and there's nothing about you that I don't know. I don't believe you. You're not me!
Meu Deus, é literalmente um RPG de turno. Meu Deus! Ah! Não dá pra ser feliz por 1 minuto nesse evento. 1 minuto!
people who appear on the TV die?
Whatever's going on here, we're getting to the bottom of it.
Cara, eu tinha falado zoando de RPG de turno. E eles realmente meteram RPG de turno, que é o Persona. Pelo menos, quem gosta de Persona vai curtir o jogo. Mas eu não consigo gostar de Persona, cara. RPG de turno é... Pelo menos eu conheço gente que vai estar surtando com esse anúncio. Até mandar uma print aí.
Persona 4 リバイバルの新たな姿をご紹介しました。本作は静かな地方都市を舞台に連続殺人事件とそこで次第に明らかになっていく隠された真実を追い求める物語です。しかしペルソナ4は単に事件の真相を追うだけの作品ではありません。その根底にあるのは人と人とのつながり、自分自身についての真実を見つけていくこと、そしてそうした絆の中で紡がれていく人間ドラマを描いた物語です。
Queria muito conseguir gostar de Persona, cara.
これらの対比こそがペルソナ4を特別な作品にしています。明るく青春に満ち、思わず笑みがこぼれるような親しみやすさや人との距離の近さを感じたかと思えば、次の瞬間には不穏な空気に包まれることもあります。稲葉の温かな日常があるからこそ、
Eu gosto do lance do Persona misturar animação com jogo, sabe? É muito bem feito, de fato.
仲間と過ごす何気ない日々がよりかけがえのないものとして感じられるのです。シリーズ未経験の方にとっても本作はペルソナというシリーズを最も象徴的に体験できる作品の一つです。地方都市で高校生活を送り、人々との出会い関係を築きながら一日一日をどのように過ごすかを選択していく。そして日常の裏側にはテレビの中に広がるもう一つの世界が存在しています。そこで仲間との絆が力となって、自らを支える大きな武器となります。
Trust me, we know you can push your limits.
日常と非日常を行き来するこの構造はですね、ペルソナシリーズの核となる要素です。そしてペルソナ4ではその体験がさらに深い謎と結びついています。
It's the picture we took the other day with all the other part-timers.
この物語が描いているのは、人が心の奥に隠しているもの、目を背け続けているもの、そしていつか隠し続けることのできなくなった真実と向き合う瞬間です。こうしたテーマこそが今なお多くの方々に愛され続けている理由の一つだと思います。ペルソナ4リバイバルの開発を始めるにあたって、私たちが最も大切にしたことの一つは、オリジナル版で多くの方が感じてくれたあの空気感を守ることでした。 静かな田舎町稲葉の佇まい、仲間たちとの何気ない会話が紡ぐ穏やかな日常、そして少しずつ真相へ迫っていくミステリーらしい緊張感、そうした要素こそがペルソナ4の核となるものです。だからこそ私たちはその魅力の本質を大切に受け継ぎながら、現代の技術や表現によって当時感じていただいた体験をもう一度味わっていただけるよう、一つ一つ丁寧に再構築しました。同時に本作は単なるリマスターではなく完全なリメイク作品です。リマスターがオリジナルの魅力をそのまま現代に届けるものだとすれば、リメイクはその魅力を受け継ぎながら現代のプレイヤーにふさわしい体験として新たに蘇らせるものと言えるでしょう。私たちが目指したのはペルソナ4ならではの魅力を大切に守りながら、現代のペルソナシリーズが持つ表現力や遊びやすさによって本作を新たに蘇らせることでした。
Esse não é o Persona 5, né? Que a galera tá muito ansiosa. É o 4 remake, basicamente. Revival.
ユーザーインターフェースの改善やバトルテンポの最適化、ダンジョン探索の快適性向上など、ゲーム全体をよりスムーズで遊びやすいものへと磨き上げました。初めて稲葉を訪れる人にも、久しぶりにこの街へ帰ってくる人にも、自然とこの世界に引っ込まれるような体験をお届けしたいと考えています。またキャラクター表現にも徹底的にこだわりました。ペルソナ4においてドラマチックなシーンだけでなく、仲間たちと過ごす何気ない日常も非常に重要な要素。仲間同士の他愛ない会話、少し気まずさを感じるやりとり、そして突然訪れる
Não, com sinceridade, eu acho que eu vou finalizar a live.
そうした様々な感情の移り変わりを
Cara, não tá tendo nada no evento. E se tiver, mais fácil ver depois do que assistir essa tortura.
Are you sure about this?
Vou só esperar terminar o Persona, que eu sei que tem gente que gosta.
All we can do is trust our instincts at
Não,
this
não, gente, eu tô cheio de trabalho pra fazer. Eu já tenho dentista mais tarde. Pensei, poxa, não, vou fazer pelo menos aqui o evento Xbox pra ficar de boa. Pra quê? Pra que eu vou fazer isso? Pra quê? Eu devia ter feito igual todo mundo. Pra que eu vou reagir? Eu dei um voto de confiança pro Xbox, que esse evento ia ser interessante. Não tá assim. Tô literalmente cheio de coisa pra fazer, cheio de trabalho pra terminar. E eu tô abrindo mão dos trabalhos pra estar fazendo essa live pra esse jogo. Pra esse jogo não, pra esses jogos, né?
All of this is me.
Não dá não, gente. Eu tô em silêncio o tempo todo também, mas fácil assistir a transmissão original. Felizmente hoje a tropa não tá aí pra gente resenhar. Também tem como almoçar.
オリジナル版への敬意を大切にしながら
サウンド制作に取り組みました。原作楽曲の魅力を受け継ぎながら、ボーカル曲やバトル曲をはじめ全楽曲を現代の表現に合わせて丁寧にリファインしています。さらに本作の数多くの新曲 Gente, não acaba, não acaba. Por que pausou? Caiu? Eu não pausei.
懐かしさと新しさ、そのどちらも感じていただけるサウンド。
Não, mas tá bem legal a animação, isso de fato é bem legal. Se tivesse um anime só de Persona, tem? Ia ser bem interessante de assistir. Um anime 100% sem jogo, sabe?
Persona 4 リバイバルについてご紹介してきましたが、いかがでしたでしょうか。 今後さらに多くの情報をお届けできることを我々ペルソナチーム一郎楽しみにしています。最後になりますが、本作がペルソナシリーズを初めて遊ぶ方には日常と非日常が交錯するペルソナならではの魅力を余すことなく体験していただけると思っています。そしてすでに稲葉市をよく知っている皆さんにも知り尽くしていると思ってたこの街にですね、まだまだ新たな発見や驚きが待っていることを感じていただけるはずです。ぜひペルソナ4リバイバルで霧に隠されたその真実を確かめてみてください。 Who's on Air?
Ok.
Ok,
finalmente. Agora eu posso... Não, não. Não, gente, não. Todo respeito. Calma aí que... Câmera. Aí. Não, com todo respeito, gente. Não dá não. Evento da Xbox, a gente não esperava muito, mas... Deixa eu ver o que é essa mensagem aqui. Bom, o evento realmente é pra quem quer ver aqueles jogos específicos ali. Eu queria ver anúncio, eu queria ver coisa nova e tudo mais. Acho que todo mundo quer ver coisa nova, né? Meio que todo mundo já viu o Gears of War, todo mundo já viu as coisas. Acho que o mais interessante que pode ter pra muita gente aqui é o Tomb Raider novo. Mas, cara, eu fiz essa live aqui com a intenção de tipo, vai ser um eventinho pra gente assistir ali, interagir, conversar. Só que o evento tá um porre, eu tô cheio de trabalho pra fazer e não tem muita gente aqui, não tem ninguém, na verdade, pra eu poder conversar na live aqui e distrair enquanto a gente assiste o evento. Então... é mais fácil quem tem interesse em ver o evento assistir lá na coisa da Microsoft, ou simplesmente esperar acabar e assistir exatamente o que quer ver, para não ter que passar por essa tortura de assistir um monte de coisa que ninguém tá nem aí, para ver uma coisa específica que a gente tem interesse. E, cara, de verdade, eu tô cheio de trabalho para fazer. Então, muito obrigado aí para quem apareceu nessa live. E... cara, eu acordei cedo pra isso. O Xbox, cara, às vezes decepciona, passa uma impressão mais negativa do que outra coisa. Pra que fazer um evento assim, cara? Mas tudo bem, vai, tudo bem. Tem público pra isso, né? Tem 22 mil pessoas assistindo o evento. Então, a Future Game Show deve ser melhor. De qualquer forma, eu não vou cobrir, tá? Vou trabalhar, tem um monte de coisa pra fazer. E é isso, gente. Obrigadão pra quem tava aí, pra quem assistiu, mesmo que seja só o inicinho ali. E é isso. Beijão. Até a próxima. Cheio de trabalho pra fazer. Não queria trabalhar, não. Odeio trabalhar.